What's up guys, Chicks here from Chicks Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on the Bluboo D6 smartphone. Now priced under $60, this has to be the cheapest Android version 8 smartphone we have seen so far. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual. We've got a screen protector, a micro USB charging cable, a 5-volt European USB power brick. You also get a silicone clear case, and last but not least, the budget-friendly Bluboo D6. So here it is guys. I will put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read, and while you're reading that I will quickly test out the silicone case. So that's what the silicone case looks like. Doesn't make the device any bigger, but it gives you a lot more grip on the back. So quite nice to get a silicone case included with the smartphone. So on the front we have a 5.5 inch TFT display with an 18:9 aspect ratio and a resolution of 960 by 480 with 195 pixels per inch. So yes, we have a low resolution display, but it's surprisingly bright. Colors and contrast look okay, and the viewing angles are also not bad. You got a MediaTek quad-core CPU with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. There is also a microSD card slot which will allow you to expand the storage a further 32 gigabytes. Now all the cameras on this smartphone are actually interpolated. So on the back you have a dual camera setup with dual 5 megapixel shooters, and on the front we have a 2 megapixel shooter. Now this also supports dual 3G SIMs, it's factory unlocked with Bluetooth version 4, and you get a 2700 mAh battery which supports fast charging. Now this smartphone is made from a metal frame and you have a complete plastic back. Now I do like the smooth finish on the back, and I also like the fact that it's not fingerprint prone. Furthermore, this smartphone weighs 159 grams and it's only 7.6 millimeters thin. Now on the front you have your 2 megapixel shooter and your 3 on-screen touch buttons, back, home and menu. There is also a fingerprint sensor on the back and it's quite easy to reach. Now it unlocks the smartphone with at least a 1 or 2 second delay, so it's definitely not the fastest fingerprint sensor I have ever used, but on the plus side it is quite accurate. Now this smartphone will also give you face unlock, but I have to say that the face unlock is not actually working very well. It's not accurate at all, and a lot of times you'll be standing there waiting for the phone to unlock and it just won't unlock. So I wouldn't recommend the face unlock feature on this smartphone. Now at the bottom of the device we have microphone, micro USB port and speaker, and if we keep going we have volume rocker and power button. Buttons are made from plastic and they do feel good to the touch and they don't wobble around or feel cheap or anything like that. If we keep going, now on the top of the smartphone we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and there is nothing on this side, and that brings us back to the bottom of the device. So I haven't actually seen a SIM card tray anywhere on the sides, so I guess this back lid is coming off. And bit old school, but here you go. Removable battery, so we've got a 2700 milliamp. Now this phone will take dual 3G SIMs. You can put a nano SIM card in there. Over here you have another 3G micro SIM card slot. In the middle you have an expansion for micro SD, and you can put a 32 GB card max. So let's go ahead and see how this device handles full HD streaming and gaming. So you can stream a maximum of 480p on YouTube.
Secretary of Defense. Maybe Molly wouldn't have died. I need assistance. How much does it pay? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So that was YouTube streaming. Now let's move on to some gaming. Now this is a basic budget smartphone and I'm not expecting this to play any big games, but nevertheless let's go ahead and try a few games out and see what this smartphone can do. Furthermore, you have a 2700 milliamp battery, and the optimization is pretty decent and can easily get you through the day depending on your use. So coming to the cameras, we have dual 5 megapixel cameras on the back, and on the front there is a 2 megapixel selfie camera. So let's check out some camera samples. So now I'm shooting 1080p video with the Bluboo D6 camera. We're using the rear camera, and this is what the quality looks like.
And now we're going to check out the results for some various tests, including DRM, Wi-Fi and benchmarks. And in the Antutu benchmark test, we got a total score of 16,645. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top performing smartphone chart for 2018, showing you the latest smartphones and seeing how they compare with each other. So as you can see, the new Bluboo D6 has taken position 61 on this chart. You can view the full version of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the brand new Bluboo D6. So this has to be the cheapest smartphone I have reviewed this year, priced at $59 or £49 in the UK. You're getting Android version 8 Oreo, 5.5 inch screen with 18:9 aspect ratio and a slim and light build quality. You can play basic games, and multimedia looks pretty decent on the screen with a very loud speaker to go with it. Now the cons are quite obvious. You got a low resolution TFT display, hence only 480p on YouTube, and you are limited to 3G data with low specs and performance. Nevertheless, this is still a very usable smartphone with dual SIMs, decent Wi-Fi, plays basic games and lasts a whole day with medium to light use. Bottom line, this smartphone offers great value. Most of the shortcomings of this smartphone can be forgiven thanks to its low price. It works well as a cheap budget smartphone, but also pretty decent multimedia capabilities, even at 480p. Now, I would recommend this as a cheap smartphone for rough use or a spare device. And the bonus or the icing on the cake is the fact that the smartphone looks and feels like a premium device, especially at 7.6mm thin and 159 grams in weight, and that desirable 18:9 aspect ratio combined with Android version 8 Oreo. You simply can't guess that this is a $59 smartphone. And with that being said, I will leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.